Where is it? Is it on the other side of this bridge? Of course it is. Don't run on top of that trap. I know you will, but just don't do it. Alright. Where else? You just... No. It's over here. There. Kill. Move. Okay, I'm almost done. I almost ran on top of it myself. Oh! I'm assuming it's been decommissioned somehow. Oh, go away. We don't like you. Yeah, again, they're collecting gems. Why? Alfred! Where's the cache? Barbarian mace, chasing crusher, wild's bow, Thane helmet, chasing roams, topaz, malachite, and quartz. I almost feel like I should be, like, collecting these things. Is that all that is really in this? It was just that. Okay, we'll have to head back the other way then. But... it's probably not nearly as good as whatever he has. Yeah, tier 3, not quite how it works. Oh well. Short bow, 513, 21. Quite like this. Shall be mine. Why was I kidding myself? Of course that's not gonna work. What kind of armor do you use? Medium. Okay. Light. Interesting. A robe that actually has defense. Alright, away from this raging fire. And this way onto the next thing. I think we've taken care of most of the quests, if not all of them. The only one we have to take care of from here is the scrolls. Oh, that's a good sign. Hello? Is anybody home? Shiny thing! Don't get in the way of me and my Alfred. You don't understand. Up. They're off. Off to the races. Great. Come here. Oh, crap. Huh. Have the wrong thing. Come here. Come here. Where's the archers having to... Oh my goodness freaking gracious. Yeah! Kick his ass! I mean... although I'm shocked you have the arm strength to push that thing. Dear God. Do you have anything for me? Enchanted dagger. Kill. So it's basically the same as Darmisu, except it has +4 attack. Not bad. Fire bolt, fire arrow. Don't know why he had that on his body, considering he obviously wasn't using it. Oh, more! That's our health potion. I believe that's all for these guys. I could be wrong, there could be something hiding. I mean, they're dark spawn, right? They're always nasty little things. Somewhere. Maybe. Loot. I love loot. Somebody give me some loot. No? No? Okay. Onward then. Open, chase me. Well, it's kind of cracked open, but, you know, whatever. And empty.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Neither.
Is a tower no longer? The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
Jeez.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Sure!
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
She's very, above it all, to put it one way. Alright, then who?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Okay, can we see her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be
Great.
careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
What is it with you and
She'll put
frogs?
us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
Oh, shut up.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Yes, I'll just jump off a cliff. I imagine she's capable of surviving such a feat.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I honestly do not know.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember.
What?
So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? What? It seems I do.
Believe what?
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
Oh my god, poor Morgan.
We did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing.
You really
Oh,
like
do not
your
mind me.
riddles.
You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
So that's interesting. A couple of witches out in the middle of nowhere. Or mages, or whatever name you would prefer to use. And we're back home.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yes.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Okay, now will you tell us what's going on?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why it's a secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Oh boy.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I'm not sure I'd poke at race quite, but I do quite like the idea of mocking their quibbling.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
That's a really good point. And I shall say as much.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I am...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood, and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There is
Had I
no
known...
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Why back away from me? Am I dangerous?
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Yeah, nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Sure.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
I'll just throw up for a little bit and be right along. I do know there was an enchanted dagger that I wanted to use. Which one is tier 1? Is it this one? Yes. Replace it. And that means that should be inferior to both of them. Yes. Lovely. Two-handed. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff to sell. 66 out of 70. Alrighty then. I think this is quite enough for a single session, so I'm gonna stop here, and for you, I may or may not be back in just a second. Goodbye.